Hello everyone, this is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Friday night NBA action. Chicago Bulls versus the Utah Jazz at Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City. The only number available in the market, offshore or here in Las Vegas, is at BetOnline. They've sent out the Bulls as 4-point road underdogs, while the total at 186.5 in the betting market. More on the betting total at the end of this video. The Bulls are coming off back-to-back losses. That includes a 128-96 blowout loss to the Denver Nuggets last night as 6-point road underdogs. They were outscored by a 65-38 margin in the final 24 minutes in the thin air in the Mile High City. That number of 128 serves as the most points the Bulls have allowed in the Tom Thibodeau era. Quite shocking when I looked at that number this morning, due to the fact that the Bulls have ranked third or higher in the entire league in scoring defense since he took over 2+ seasons ago. They ranked third coming into last night's game, allowing just 91 points per game. One of the tougher back-to-back situations that you're going to find in the NBA, either going from Denver to Salt Lake or Salt Lake to Denver, it really doesn't matter. Both are high in elevation, and Denver's airport is miles away from the Pepsi Center. So either way, it's difficult for teams to either fly out of there or fly in there, and even tougher in the high altitude. Jimmy Butler, I've looked at the box score. He's been playing a lot of minutes with some players being injured. Kirk Hinrich being out sometime. Richard Hamilton, of course, Derrick Rose. So Jimmy Butler played a team-high 32 minutes. So not everybody on this team was really extended in last night's blowout loss. So they may have something in the tank, maybe not much, but something in the tank for this contest. 14-9 straight up on the road this year, but only 1-5 against Western Conference opponents. They're also 4-12 against the spread when playing teams that are outside the Eastern Conference. When you look at a Friday game, especially on an NBA odds board, you got to check if the Chicago Bulls are playing. Due to the fact that they've covered all 8 of their games on this particular day of the week, and 7-1 straight up in that situation. Their only loss last week in this situation against the Brooklyn Nets. When you look at the Utah Jazz, the host, 10-1 in their last 11 games at this facility, coming off a 186 victory over the Milwaukee Bucks as 5.5-point home favorites, and they are a perfect 7-0 when hosting teams from the Eastern Conference at Energy Solutions Arena. Center Al Jefferson is really the key player to handicap for the Utah Jazz. He's had 24 double-doubles in 50 games this year, and he's averaging 22.5 points and 11.3 rebounds in his last 8 games against the Chicago Bulls, who've had one of the better front lines over the last few years. So that's two impressive numbers out of Jefferson. The Jazz are a little difficult to back, even at a shorter number of 4 in the betting market, due to the fact that they've lost 2 out of the last 8 meetings in the series, or they've won only 2 of the last 8 meetings in the series, and they've dropped 2 of their last 3 when serving as a host to the Chicago Bulls. When you look at the total, a direction that I'm going to go, the under is 5-2 in the Jazz's last 7 home games versus a team with a winning road record. The Bulls have always been one of the better road teams under Thibodeau's direction, and especially the case this year, one of the better marks in the league. And the Bulls, I expect them at least to put forth a defensive effort here. They may be a little sluggish offensively with this back-to-back situation, but they've gone under the total all 5 times dating back to last season when giving up 100 or more points in back-to-back games. So that's why I'm going to pick under 186.5 in Friday night's game featuring the Chicago Bulls versus Utah Jazz. I definitely put a smallish wager down at BetOnline right now and see if a higher number comes out in the betting market, and then drop a little more cash on a higher number. Definitely follow me on Twitter for any further information on this game at Jeff Grant Sports. This has been another edition of Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com.